Hi everyone, welcome back to Ann Design Craft channel. Today's video features one of the most adorable breeds, the pug. With its squishy face and cute little tail, this crochet pug is perfect for any dog lover. Just like the others in this series, this pattern is low sew, beginner friendly, and super fun to make. Before we start, here are the tools and materials you'll need for this project. I'm using 4-ply cotton yarn and a 3mm crochet hook. You'll also need a scissors, a yarn needle, and something to help with stuffing. For the face, prepare one pair of 5mm round eye beads and a 3mm nose bead. So grab your yarn and hook. Let's start by crocheting the head part. Make a knot in the magic ring and do 8 single crochet on it. In this project, to keep everything looking neat and facing the right direction, we'll be using the yarn under technique, also known as the X-stitch. It helps prevent slanting stitches, which is especially important for keeping the head and hand aligned properly. If you're new to this technique or want a closer look, feel free to check out my previous video where I explain how to avoid slanting in detail. After making 8 single crochets into the magic ring, pull the yarn tail tight to close the center. Then go straight into round 1. There's no need to make a slip stitch or chain at the beginning or end of each round. But if you prefer to add a slip stitch and chain for each round, that's totally fine too. Just go with what you're most comfortable with. So in round 1, make an increase in every stitch. If you want to, you can use a stitch marker to help keep track of your rounds. By the end of this round, you should have a total of 16 stitches. In round 2, make 1 single crochet and 1 increase. Repeat this sequence 8 times all the way around. By the end of the round, you should have a total of 24 stitches. In round 3, start by making 6 single crochets. Then, in the next stitch, work 1 single crochet in the back loop only. The front loops left for crochet the ears later. Continue with 11 single crochets and place a stitch marker on the front loop so you can easily find them later. And in the next stitch, again work 1 single crochet in the back loop only. Finish the round with 5 more single crochets. In round 4, start by making 6 single crochets. Before we crochet the first ear, let's switch the yarn to dark brown. Make a chain, then slip stitch into the front loop of the previous round. Turn your work and start with 2 chains. Then make 2 double crochets into this chain. Followed by 2 chains and slip stitch back into the same chain. That completes the first ear. Keep the dark brown yarn on the hook and now switch back to the light brown yarn. Insert your hook into the next 2 loops, yarn under with the light brown yarn and pull through. Then complete the single crochet using the light brown yarn. This method makes it easier to change yarn color. Now continue by making 11 single crochets. After 12 single crochets in total, it's time to make the second ear. Following the same steps, let's switch the yarn to dark brown. Make a chain, slip stitch into the front loop of the previous round. Turn. Then make 2 double crochets into the chain. Two chains and slip stitch into the chain again to finish the second ear. Once again, keep the dark brown yarn on the hook, switch back to light brown. Insert into the next 2 loops, yarn under the light brown yarn, pull through, and complete the single crochet with the light brown yarn. To finish this round, work the remaining 5 single crochets. Now both ears are done. In round 5, work 1 increase followed by 5 single crochets. Repeat this sequence 4 times all the way around. Be careful not to miss the stitch right next to the ear. It can be a bit hidden, so take your time to check your stitch count. By the end of the round, you should have a total of 28 stitches. In round 6 and 7, single crochet in every stitch. By the end of the round, you should have a total of 28 stitches. In round 8, start with 8 single crochets. Then make 4 increases. Now it's time to add the pug's signature look. Switch the yarn to dark brown. Followed by 1 single crochet. At this point, your stitches should be centered between both ears. Now we'll create the puppy's nose using puff stitches. Make a 4/2 double crochet puff stitch. Then 1 single crochet. And in the following stitch, make another 4/2 double crochet puff stitch. After that, work 1 single crochet, switch back to light brown yarn and work 4 increase. and finish the round with 7 single crochets. By the end of this round, you should have a total of 36 stitches. This color change will create that adorable dark snout typical of a pug. In round 9, start by working 16 single crochets with the light brown yarn. Then, switch to the dark brown yarn and make 5 single crochets. When you reach the nose area, make a single crochet into the puff stitch as usual. But for the next stitch, the chain that was used to secure the puff stitch, don't count it as a stitch. So skip it and go straight into the next actual stitch. Make a single crochet into the puff stitch, so skip it and go straight into the next actual stitch. This helps keep your stitch count correct and the shape nice and even. Switch back to the light brown yarn and finish the round with 15 single crochets. There are 36 stitches in total for this round. In round 10, work 1 single crochet followed by 1 invisible decrease. To do the invisible decrease, insert your hook into the front loops of the next 2 stitches, yarn under, and pull through both loops, then yarn under again, and complete the stitch as usual. Repeat this sequence 12 times around. At the end of the round, you should have a total of 24 stitches. Next, you can place the eye beads and nose bead between round 7 and 8. Place the nose bead right in the center between the 2 puff stitches. That forms the puppy's nose. Then place the eye beads on both sides, close to the puff stitches. This placement gives the face a cuter and more balanced look. To secure the tiny eye beads, I use a lighter to gently melt the back of the plastic pin and flatten it down. This helps lock the eyes in place so they won't come loose. Just be careful and do this step slowly. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated area and keep safety in mind. In round 11, make 12 invisible decreases all the way around. The head part is now complete and it's looking super cute. Now, let's continue and start working on the body. In round 12, we'll be working in the front loops only. Start with 2 increases. Followed by 1 single crochet. Repeat this sequence 4 times. By the end of the round, you should have a total of 20 stitches. Now you can go ahead and fill the head with polyester fiber. Make sure to stuff it evenly and firmly, but not too tight. Just enough to keep the shape nice and round. In round 13, start by working 3 increases. Then continue with 16 single crochets. In the last stitch, make 1 more increase. By the end of this round, you should have a total of 24 stitches. In round 14, start with 1 single crochet, followed by 1 increase. Repeat this sequence 3 times. That gives you the first shaping. Then work 4 single crochets. Now we're going to create the first hole for the arm. Chain 3, skip the next 3 stitches, and make a single crochet into the 4th stitch. Make sure this stitch lines up at the center of the body and faces the same direction as the face. Next, chain 3 again, skip 3 stitches, and continue with 5 single crochets. To finish the round, work 1 single crochet followed by 1 increase. You should now have a total of 28 stitches. And the 2 chain spaces will be used to crochet the hands later. In round 15, start with 1 increase followed by 3 single crochets. And repeat that sequence once more. Then continue with 20 single crochets to finish the round. When you reach the chain spaces, insert your hook into the back loops only. We'll leave the front loops unworked because we'll use them later to crochet the hands directly onto the body. By the end, you should have a total of 30 stitches. In rounds 16 and 17, make single crochet all the way around. In round 18, start by working 14 single crochets. Then make 5 half double crochet puff stitches. This forms the first back leg. Continue with 8 single crochets. Then make another 5 half double crochet puff stitches for the second back leg. The 2 sets of puff stitches will be the puppy's back legs, giving it that cute sitting pose. Finish the round with 6 more single crochets. By the end of this round, you should have a total of 30 stitches. In round 19, we'll start shaping the body by decreasing. Begin with 4 invisible decreases. Then work 8 single crochets. When you reach the puff stitch area, remember to skip the chain that was used to secure the puff stitch, as it does not count as a stitch. Instead, crochet into the next actual stitch. Then continue with 3 invisible decreases. Then work 6 single crochets. Remember to skip the chain that was used to secure the puff stitch. And finish the round with the invisible decrease. By the end of this round, you should have a total of 22 stitches. For round 20, just follow the written pattern and continue with the decreasing. Before we stuff the body and close it up, let's work on the front legs first. Insert your hook into this stitch, then secure the yarn with a knot. Next, work single crochets all the way around the edge. But make sure to add one extra stitch on the side loop here. That will give you 7 single crochets in total for the round. Continue working one single crochet in each stitch for 5 rounds to build the front leg. Cut the yarn and leave a long enough tail for sewing. Now work the other front leg using the exact same steps. Insert your hook into this stitch and secure the yarn with a knot. Now work single crochets all the way around the edge of the armhole. To shape it nicely, add one extra stitch on the side loop. This will give you 7 single crochets in the round. Continue working one single crochet in each stitch for 5 rounds to build the front leg. Now both front legs are done. And don't forget to fill in the polyester fiber. It's easier to shape it nicely while there's still space to stuff. Lightly fill them with a bit of polyester fiber, just enough to give them some shape. Then fasten off and close the opening. Use the leftover yarn tail to sew the leg securely to the body so it stays in place and looks neat from every angle. Now you can continue with the last round of the body. For round 21, make 8 decreases all the way around. Then fasten off and weave in the yarn end to close it up neatly. And that's it for the body. Next, let's work on the tail. Find the center back of the body, around round 17. Make a knot with your yarn at that spot. Then chain 5. Now work one more chain, so you'll have a total of 6 chains. Then slip stitch back along the previous 5 chains. 1 slip stitch in each. This will give the tail a nice curled look, just like a real pug. Once you've finished the slip stitches, cut the yarn and weave in the end securely. Next, let's crochet the puppy's tongue. Insert your hook into the stitch right between the 2 puff stitches, then secure the yarn with a knot. Make 4 chains. Then cut the yarn. Be sure to leave a little tail for sewing. This will create a cute little tongue peeking out from the mouth area. Lastly, choose your favorite color for the puppy's collar. Make 16 chains, then cut the yarn and sew it neatly around the neck. It's a small detail, but it really adds a cute finishing touch to your puppy. And that's it! Your crochet pug is complete. I hope you enjoyed making this little cutie as much as I did. Don't forget to tag me if you share your pug. I'd love to see your creations. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more adorable low-sew crochet animals, and hit the bell so you won't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.